good? This is Ray. Yo, what's good? This is Ray Mysterio, and I am here in LA at the Rams game supporting the team. Let's go Rams! And I am the captain of the Ram team today. Vamos, Rams! Booyaka! 6-1-9.
Mucho grandes, muy grandes.
Hello, mijo? Are you there? What are you doing? Are you being good? Javier? Are you there? Javier.
No quiero decirlo. No, estaba viendo una mujer que tenía unos melones así grandes. Eso es todo, pero...
What is up, my Remilia fans of the defending NFC West champion, Los Angeles Rams? Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. We're here in Maui. Bring you from location. The only way that the Rams can do it is big things. But I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Thank you for joining me. I had to go get something to drink from the old fridge over here in Maui. I can't see with these dark glasses on. I'm indoors. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. The Rams are in Maui. Where big teams do it, baby. It's something that I told you guys. It's just a way to push the Rams brand, also help the communities over there, the HTA youth organization and stuff like that. So I have clips and stuff like that I'll show you, but it's really neat, the stuff that the Rams are doing. You know, they spare no expense when it comes to the Rams community and everything. And so, you know, that's just something that's really neat. Really neat that they do. But yes, indeed. Hold on one second. Let me get another drink. All right. I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Like I said, the Rams are in Maui, and everything's looking good. We did have a scare with Alaric Jackson. Hold on one second. What's going on with my... I'm sorry, my chat was messing up here. Okay, anyway, so we do have a scare with Alaric Jackson. Alaric Jackson had a blood clot issue, and I've been taking my time with this because I'm monitoring it. But it was reported that Alaric Jackson will miss some time in the off season at the very least because of blood clots. So he's not with the team in Maui right now as we speak. He's getting treatment, and he's had a condition like this before. And talk about something that can throw a wrench in the season. I mean, the left tackle, your starting left tackle, you just signed him. Hopefully everything will be okay with Alaric Jackson. He's a key cog in the Rams machine on the offensive line. And we just gave him a contract, and we thought that would shore it up, and it looks like to be it is. But blood clots are some issue. Everyone has different situations and stuff like that. But people have come back from that. But sometimes it's months of treatment before you're able to play or do what you need to do. You basically, I'm not an expert on it at all, but I've heard that you do blood thinners and stuff like that. So. One of the reasons why we signed DJ Humphries as backups, and we have a little more depth, but we need him. The regular season, maybe you can get by with guys filling in and coaching a different way, getting the ball to your hands fast and running the ball more than you would. But as we get into the postseason and get our, basically do what we need to do to get in position for the number one seed and all that. You got to have all your guys on the offensive line, man. It's really tough in the NFC to go on the road like in Philly in the snow and have to throw, Stafford has to throw for over 300 yards in the snow to come back because of two stupid fumbles. But yeah, so the Alaric Jackson watch is there. We will keep an eye on that. I just wanted to bring that to you. I haven't really mentioned it here on my streaming. But yeah, so that is something that that we'll keep an eye on, and I don't see it being a problem if everything goes well. But we'll just have to see. It's a wait and see kind of thing. But yeah, so the Rams are in Maui, and it's really neat that they're doing those things. Let me get that out of there. Coach McVay and the guys are there, and mini camp is ongoing. The Jalen Ramsey watch is still ongoing. He's kind of been put on the back burner a little bit. We brought back Darian Kendrick. Not really sure what's going on there. He is a depth piece, we had big hopes for him, and then he was a PI, pass interference magnet. And but he did have some good raw skills, good athleticism. We'll see what happens with that. But we brought him right back. Right? Well, get out of here. Well, wait, come back. No, I'm just kidding. But so he's back in the fold. So it is what it is. We'll see what happens with Darian Kendrick. But yeah, welcome back, brother. Welcome back. And we only wish the best for our players. We want them to do good. I'm one of the content creators that will call you out if you're not doing what you're supposed to, because if you're on my team, I expect you to perform. You're a professional football player. That doesn't mean that you're going to be an all-pro. That doesn't mean that you're going to be a Hall of Famer. But that means that you have a job to do. You're one of the best at it. And I don't care if you're a rookie. You should perform when you put on that uniform and you play for a head coach like Sean McVay. My guy OG Willie Bowen says, "Hi Rudy, Tyler Higbee is awesome. I'm glad that Ferguson is an LA Ram uniform. Horns up." Yes, indeed. He's glad that Tyler Ferguson is in an LA Rams uniform. Horns up. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Me too. I'm looking for big things from the young fella. Looking for big things from the young fella. Sal says, "Hello, Rudy and everyone. How you doing, Sal? Appreciate you. Jeff Ron Jr., Rams versus Eagles, NFC Championship. I could see it, man. When you get to the big stage, you have to perform, and that's what. And also, too, teams need a break. We always hear from our little brothers and up to north about the Jacoski Tart drop interception, and Jalen Ramsey dropped like 2 or 3 of those. A couple of them that were right in his hands. It could have been a different game, but at that time the Rams defensive line was overrunning the Niners line. But sometimes you need a break. And it comes to fruition. Sometimes it doesn't. But when you're on the big stage in a big game, you have to make the plays. Now, if we wouldn't have fumbled and gave them 6 points, we wouldn't be down 6 points. We would have been in field goal position with Puka Nacua catching that sideline pass at the Eagles 13. Now imagine, and again, woulda, coulda, shoulda, but imagine we didn't fumble. That takes 6 points off of the board, right? And we were down 6. Imagine the Rams got that same play without those fumbles and didn't give them 6 points. Well, they earned it. They got them, but they scored. But without those 6 points, the Rams are in field goal position lining up from the Eagles 13 with like a minute left to go. I mean, man. But it is what it is. Hey, listen, we a lot of people wrote us off when we started out slow, and I never wavered. I knew that the team was going to get back on track. I was like, this team is not as bad as that record we started. We had a bunch of guys hurt, so we will see what happens with that. But anytime you have a Sean McVay, a Matthew Stafford, that offensive line when they get healthy, Kyrene Williams, Puka Nacua, big rigs, Tyler Higbee. You got Blake Corum there. Hopefully he'll break out this year. Now we got Devontae Adams. It's going to be an amazing year, man. Tyler Ferguson. Terrence Ferguson. Yes, indeed. Robert Clinton says, "Get Ramsey back." Yeah, we'll see what happens with that, man. He's on the back burner right now. There's other teams that want to get him, but he would shore up that secondary for sure. Try says, "Bang bang, nothing this century game." Yep, exactly right. Charlie Murphy, where you at? Love it. SG, how you doing? Hi, Rudy, how you doing? SG, appreciate you. Chardot, yes, indeed. Can I have a link? We'll see as we go on. I didn't really have that planned. I have some stuff to show you guys, but we'll see what happens, Chardot. We'll see what happens. But thank you for asking. We'll see what happens with that. So, again, the Rams are in Maui. And everything, it was wowie in Maui. Let's get into the first clip. Let's see. Oh, let's do this. My guy OJ Willie Bowen was talking about Terrence Ferguson as well. Here he is. The young guys are over there in Hawaii, reaching out to the community. Here they are helping to build some houses for Habitat for Humanity in Hawaii. And here we go. Here's just a quick clip just to show you guys what's going down over there besides the mini camp.
What's up, Rams family? It's Terrence out here. We're in Lahaina building a house with Habitat for Humanity. It's going well out here.
That's kind of cool there. Imagine you're doing that. You're adding on to the room and you knock the wall down. You say, "What is it? Is that Puka Nakua?" 4-time Super Bowl champion Puka. Imagine that'd be amazing. But they're signing the post boards there. But that's pretty neat. I just wanted to bring you that. But what we're really looking forward to is looking at the Rams in Maui mini camp. Here's the star head coach of the NFC, one of the best head coaches in the NFL, Sean McVay, and the fans are out there. He's signing autographs. The Rams brand is being extended out into Hawaii. It's going to be in South Korea, Japan. The Rams have the rights to that. South Korea, Japan, and China, and already Australia game next year. Mexico, like other teams, but they're the only one that have the brand marketing rights in the 3 major countries in Asia. But here we go, Sean McVay. Sean. Matter of fact, here's Levi Stadium for the Super Bowl. Sean McVay on his way out to the field. Imagine that. The Rams make it to the Super Bowl at Levi Stadium and they win on his way out. So you see how the Niner fans they love to watch our games, tossing the caps aside and oh man, it's amazing, man. It's amazing the excitement and the stability that Sean McVay and Les Snead and Kevin Demoff, Stan Kroenke have brought to this team. Here we go. Maui minicamp. Chee-hoo! Let's see. Yeah, she says, "Hey, Rudy, I really love your lay. You're getting really into the Hawaiian spirit." Yeah, they actually have. Here. Let me see if I have the clip. They did the field for the Rams minicamp, and they changed the logo to I couldn't really tell what it was on the horn. I haven't had a chance to really look at it, but they changed the logo. Let me see if I have the clip right here. Check this out. And I think it has to do with that, with the Hawaii, being over there in Hawaii. Check it out. This is what the field looks like. But thank you, SG. And so that's kind of neat, you know. I got to get a better look at what that logo is in the middle of the on top of the ram horn. But yeah, that's just really neat. You know, the Rams first class organization. You know, they have the money to spend. On top of that, aside from the Rams, the big news today is let me see if I have the clip handy. What's up, Stockton? How you doing, brother? The big deal today is the Lakers have been sold. The Lakers have been sold for $10 billion. Now, we recently saw that the Lakers weren't worth that, according to the Forbes valuable franchises. They were just a little bit underneath that. As a matter of fact, they were underneath the Rams. The Rams were, it went, the Cowboys estimated value at $10 billion. Surprisingly, the Golden State Warriors were like at $8.8 billion, and then the Rams were next at $7.6 billion, and then a couple teams down, and the Lakers were like fifth or sixth in that, and so they jumped all the way up. They jumped all the way up to $10 billion they were sold. But amazing. And the same guy also has a ownership stake in and so he bought the majority stake in the Lakers. Now this same fella, Mark Walter, also is one of the owners of the Dodgers. So I tweeted, but I didn't really realize that he had bought them. I thought that they were in negotiations. I was on Stan Kroenke. You know, Stan Kroenke owns the Avalanche hockey team. He owns the Rams. He owns the Denver Nuggets. I was like, Stan, now's the time to buy the Lakers, and then and sell the Denver the Denver Nuggets is what I'm trying to say. He owns the Denver Nuggets along with the Colorado Avalanche and the Rams and a couple other teams. But man, so it's crazy. It's crazy that but she's going to stay on as to do the everyday, at least for this year, the everyday goings on. But that's the big story in Los Angeles right now, man. That is crazy. That is crazy. Let's see. SG has a good question. He says, Rudy, how many games do you think the Rams are going to win in the regular season? If we don't start out slow like we have been, right off the bat, we get news about Alaric Jackson, our left tackle with blood clots. I'm like, what the hell, dude? Last year, if you remember, he sat out a few games, suspended, and for whatever reason, they never gave us a good reason. They kept it in-house. But if we can get everything going early, not start out slow, and we run some games off in a row, I can see us going 13-4, 12-5. It really just depends. It really just depends how we start out. Yeah, she says, I love when people do things for the community, helping people out for less fortunate and less needy people. Yep, that's one thing that I really like, Chardell, that they're doing. Yeah, I really like that as well. Willie Bowen says, LA Rams rules the Pacific Realm. Love that with OG Willie Bowen. As she says, people say I'm such a great person and always love to be there for everyone, support all the content out there through the ups and downs. There you go. That's good. That's good, SG. That's good. That's good, man. No Trump stuff, Stockton. Alexander to the Ravens. Yeah. Jair Alexander. The Rams were never in on the Jair Alexander sweepstakes. they kind of, right now they're kind of distancing themselves a little bit from Jalen Ramsey. Other things are on the docket. Maybe they're trying to find a left tackle. That's kind of the pressing need in case Alaric Jackson can't go. But everybody needs a good left tackle. We'll see what happens with that. But I think we were always more so going to try and get Jalen Ramsey over Jair. Sagna says now the Lakers will have good ownership and Dodgers owners worth more. Yep, it's crazy. The one guy has both of them, man. That's crazy. As she says, I'm a San Francisco 49ers fan, and I wish the LA Rams good luck at the start of the 2025 NFL season. And I love to show my love for all the fellow content creators out there. Thank you, SG. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. And I know you're a big Laker fan too, right? Oh no, you're a Warriors fan. I was thinking you're a Laker fan. So thank you though. How you doing, Burrow? Burrow says, "What's up, homeboy? Let's go, Rams. I have a good feeling this year. Me too, man. It's gonna be something good, man. It's gonna be something good. Stockton's too much." Hey Ramita, do you think, as she says, hey Ramita, do you think the San Francisco Giants versus LA Rams post-game show on my channel, when they remind me, I've told you that in the past, and I just get so busy, man. There was a time this year where I wasn't on live stream because I was just doing a lot of stuff. I got grandkids and we do stuff, we go out, do stuff. We'll see what happens. Tonga says, I'm not against it, so let me know. I can come on. I can at least come on and check in on with you. So, because I don't like Alaric Jackson already going to be out after we paid him big money. Yeah, hopefully he won't. He's going to get treatment and hopefully he'll be okay. They haven't really given us much information. Flacco, how you doing? Cuvo, Rudy, how you doing, brother? Appreciate you. Flacco says, Cuvo to everyone in the chat. Love it. Willie Bone OG says, LA Rams signed Humphreys. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we got DJ Humphreys. Yep. So, but you know what? He's a left tackle. Now, he's been a Pro Bowler. I'll say that, so, Alaric Jackson has needed, even though I'm going to say it this way, I want him to be our starting left tackle, Alaric Jackson, right? But even he needed help from, at times, Big Steve Avila when he was right next to him at left guard. And so, Steve, there was more than one occasion, multiple occasions during the season where Big Steve Avila would come across and boom, rock a few guys off of Alaric. Hopefully we'll keep that up with that, whoever plays that. But I think Alaric Jackson will be okay. Sign of the cross. Flacco says, SG, much respects, brother. Yes, indeed. Sal says, Q, Flacco. Yes, indeed. Love it. Let me get to another clip. But that's crazy, man. The Lakers have been sold, man. God bless Jerry Buss rolling over in his grave right now that the Lakers' majority interest is out of their hands now. Let's see. We got that one. Ram fans at minicamp. And here we go. Nothing to see here. Just Puka Nacua, Kyrie Williams, Devontae Adams, Tyler Higbee, Stafford, all at Maui minicamp. There it is, baby. I can't, our guy, JB, Rams broadcast guy, he does the Rams play-by-play, and really good guy. And he tweeted this out, and I'm totally on board with it, man. He tweeted this out here. Still doesn't feel real, with talking about, I don't know why some of the screenshots that I get put that bar across the face. I didn't notice that was there. I'm sorry about that. I said I got to find the app, but I didn't notice that was on that one. Some of them didn't come out like that. But yeah, so JB, that's Devontae Adams. And it doesn't feel real that we have a guy like that, man. I mean, the Rams, since McVay have gotten there, have been no strangers to big-time players with the Rams. And this year's not going to be any different, man. I remember Von Miller would say, man, going to practice was like going to a Pro Bowl practice. So we'll see what happens with that. But back to Alaric Jackson. Let's see here. Cameron De Silva. Sean McVay gave an update on Alaric Jackson, who's dealing with blood clots and is back home in Detroit getting treatment. Rams are taking it a day at a time, and Jackson is doing well so far. So there's the update on him. I'm predicting that he's gonna be okay to start the season. First of all, God bless him and his health. First of all, that's first and foremost. We're here to talk Rams and the upcoming season and be excited. But first and foremost is his health, and then next comes him being able to play and get us help us get that ring, get us that second ring, second Super Bowl in Los Angeles, which would be the third championship for Los Angeles. The Rams have won if they do win it again, because they have an NFL championship that they won in '51 for Los Angeles before that. Let's see, and also. And Big Wit, Big Wit has been a big brother to the Rams, offensive line, and one of the great Rams, great humanitarian. And, he's out there in Maui with his family and his Ram family, his Ram brothers and sisters on the Ram staff and Rams players. And here he is here tweeting. He's out there playing golf with us, man, with our players and stuff. Andrew Whitworth. Unreal setting at Makina. Great food, great vibes, and even better, I can't see that darn symbols in the way. Anyway, company, that's what it says. Loved getting out with the fellas for a special treat while in Maui. Mahalo, Maui. There it is, baby. So that's pretty neat, man. Imagine, man, that's a neat thing, man. This franchise with Stan Kroenke, I mean, we're basically showing Devontae Adams and flexing at the same time, and also helping the community of Hawaii with the Habitat Humanity, the HTA youth group, which I'll get to that, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Extending the Rams brand to Hawaii. Puka Nakua is what's the word? Hold on. Hold on one second. There it is. So I wanted to just get it all right. So Puka Nakua is of Samoan, Hawaiian. And the third one was the one that threw me, Portuguese descent. But, Samoan and Hawaiian was the main ones that I wanted to, so that's really neat there to be able to come back home but beautiful Hawaii, man. I mean, can you imagine where you guys going? Mini camp. Where's it at? Maui. Love it. Let's see. Let me catch up into the chat still. Hold on. Here we go. Stockton says, hold on. Rudy, just one thing off subject. Give 2 minutes to give your opinion on what's going on with Iran and Israel. This could spark a massive war. Touch on the subject because it's important. Well, okay. I'm going to say it this way. I don't. Okay, I'm going to say it this way. You know how I feel about Donald Trump. I don't trust him. I think that he's a guy that is a showman. Like a lot of politicians, he doesn't say the truth. Okay. The stuff that he's tweeting about, like he's acting like Iran is like a Congress member that he's trying to talk down to or bully. And that just escalates things. You got to be pragmatic about things. You have to use your head. He's talking about the U.S. has the skies, controlled over Iran, and we know where the leader of Iran is, and don't do that. So he's basically, without going to Congress, you have to, in order for the United States to engage in any a war or help out an ally in war, you have to go through Congress or get approval. He already announced it that we will be joining it. So hopefully he'll straighten up and walk it back. But yeah, man, I mean, for the guy that says there was never no wars on my watch. Well, look at it now. So I mean, and again, it doesn't surprise me. I've said this before that I wouldn't trust him with the garage sale. I mean, yeah, you got my $5 in your pocket. There's $5 missing. So we'll see what happens. But he's the president of the United States. On our side, I just don't want nobody hurt for nonsense. And but that's it. That's what. But it is important, though. You're right. No matter what I feel, I still want the United States to do well. I mean, I don't mind saying I was wrong. You know, I didn't. Also, too, I don't want people being in harm's way. Hey, Rudy, SG says, what are your thoughts on the Boston Red Sox trading Rafael Devers to the San Francisco Giants? And this was a big move for the Giants. Such a great guy in the clubhouse. I don't like anything that the San Francisco Giants do that helps them. But props to them. They're making moves. Stock says, Denver's is a cancer. Oh, excuse me. Devers is a cancer. Sorry. Stockton said Devers is a whiny punk. That's why my Boston cut him loose. He was crying about not playing third base. He's not a team player. I hadn't seen any of that stuff that Stockton's saying, but you know, maybe he just needed a change of location. You know, we'll see what happens. Flacco says, anyone here doing fantasy? Flacco, I tried it 1 year and I said, man, I have a juggernaut team. And then I go, wait a minute, the bye. I had picked all the guys that I wanted. There was a few guys from the Rams. There was some guys from the NFC, and then I go, oh shit, I forgot about the bye. So I would do amazing on certain weeks, and then the byes came, and I'd have to play guys that were just thrown in because they were backups, and and then I when I found that out, I was better picking the teams, but I just never seem to find time to do that stuff. But that is really neat, though. You know, I see people all the time. No, I hate the Green Bay Packers, an example, but I need so and so to get, you know, a touchdown or two, because they're in the fantasy football stuff. You know, one of my buddies won $250 one time for $400 on another one. Sass, it's good to see you, Flacco. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Stockton. Tickle bitties. Doctor says nobody cares about the Giants. The Giants are winning the division. Yeah, the Dodgers. The Dodgers have had their share of injuries, and they've pissed me off so many times this year. And but this is not the team that's going to finish. You know, I almost rather have the Dodgers have struggled in the early part of the season, and then come on as everybody gets back. Instead of doing like they normally do. Yeah, we got 107 games, but so-and-so's hurt for the playoffs. I'd rather almost have that. And then SG says, fantastic, the Dodgers. There you go, SG. Yeah. Flacco says, SG, none of that talk, bro. Bad talk, brother. Yep. Willie Bowen says, OG Willie Bowen says, Big Wit should be working with the offensive lineman. Yeah, when he is at training camp like that, OG Willie Bowen, he does give them tips and tells them stuff. That's one of the things that even when he's doing the game for like prime or whatever, he'll go to the practices because that's his job, you know, to be around the teams and both teams. And he's just a good guy. He'll give a tip. He'll tell the coaches what he sees, stuff like that. But yeah, but I would love for the Rams to bring him in as a supervising coordinator, you know. But you know, Ryan Wendell, the O-line guru, is got it handled though too. Flacco says, our O-line coach, Flacco says, I don't do any sport. I don't like any sport. I don't sport anything LA, but I don't say bad stuff about LA. That's okay. So I guess I would hate the Dodgers too. They're a monster. Portuguese. Yeah, I was trying to. I knew that there was a third. Oh, I heard there was a third race that he is also. I was talking about Puka, but I couldn't remember Portuguese. Burrow says July's going fast and 2 months before preseason against the Cowboys. Yeah, man. And man, it's been hot too. You know that it's getting hot, man. And when you get to July, boy. Flacco says, so let's keep it respectful. Yes, indeed. Flacco says, I don't like Frisco as well, but I'm not going to say F them. I respect all teams. I'm only going to say suck big time. There you go. Burrow says, that's why Jesus is coming back. There you go, baby. That's what I'm afraid of too, man. I'm like, wait, let us win that Super Bowl for in the pecking order. That's not the biggest thing. But, you know, when we first won that Super Bowl, let us win that Super Bowl in LA first, Jesus, before you come back. But yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. VBs, how you doing? What up, Ramelia? F the Niners. He says, let's see. Let's get into another clip. I just thought that was funny because right on my guy's post about just say, you know, don't say F. All right, let's see. Do 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 do. Let's get my guy Jared Verse up in here. Hold on one second. Jared Verse, take it away.
It's been good. We out here in Maui, just finished up practice. Out here with the fans, signing things up. Puka right there. In fact, let's go mess with Puka real quick. Michael Jordan.
Hold on, let me fix this here. A little choppy. I love this team, man. We got so many young stars with a good mix of veterans, and the veterans too are like second, third year players. You know, just amazing, man. Amazing team, man. And then I want to give wish a happy birthday to Brenda Warner, right there, Game of Thrones chair. Our guy Kurt Warner was wishing her a happy birthday. You know, they have I believe he said they have 7 children, and so yeah, Brenda and Kurt Warner, happy belated birthday. It was the other day to her. And then also too, while we're talking about birthdays, let me get them out of the way. The belated birthdays that I missed. Where is it at? Happy belated birthday also to NFC champion, Super Bowl kicker, the great Frank Corral. Belated happy birthday to you, my brother, Frank Corral. He used to come around. He comes around to a lot of Rams places and stuff. Rams tailgates are signing autographs. The great Frank Corral. He looks a lot different without his beard, you know, when he was younger and stuff. But he's always going. He's always going to stuff like that for Ram fans and stuff. And great dude, and the great Frank Corral. Happy belated birthday to you, my brother. Let's see. Let's see. I know I had another clip in here. Here we go. This is just a clip I wanted to bring you guys. 2 guys talking about the Rams' chances, how good the Rams are going to be. It's going to be an exciting year, man. Eyes on the screen.
Devontae Adams
Yeah.
has been one of the stories early on. What are the Rams saying about him in the early part of minicamp after OTA?
Well, it's funny. I actually spoke with somebody close to Adams who said Adams feels like he's living in luxury right now. Like he made a selfish choice to be with the Rams. And what I mean by that is when he played with the Raiders, he felt a loyalty to Derek Carr. They were good friends. When he went to the Jets, he felt a loyalty to Aaron Rodgers because they were good buddies. Now he said, I just want to live in LA and play for the best play caller and one of the best quarterbacks in Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay. So he is thrilled to be where he is. They're in Maui right now, getting ready for a little mini camp action. That's rough. And so McVay and Adams can hit it off because the Rams look at him as the prototypical X receiver that you can move all over the place. So I think you're going to see even more chess pieces involving Adams than you ever have.
I would say.
There it is. So, yeah, it's just, Devontae Adams, like the guy was saying, he did a favor. Well, not a favor, but he wanted to join his buddy with the Raiders and Derek Carr. And, he went over there with Aaron Rodgers. And, he was tired of that stuff. So he came to, the Rams. And it's just like Christmas now for him now, man. It's crazy. Let's see. So says, what has Rumble said lately? He's just been going, he always posts the same picture of the 5 Super Bowls. Not really saying much. Coronas. I tell you what, I'm not a big drinker, but if it's cold, I'll drink it. That's about it. VB says, Kunta Mumfield is getting a lot of buzz in camp. McVay loves him. Watched his college tape. Runs very nice routes. Yeah, he's going to be a big man. There's just the Rams' wide receiver room is deep, man. I mean, Jordan Whittington was turning heads at camp. You got Terrence Ferguson. You got Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, Tutu Atwell, Xavier Smith, running kicks return. Then we got the Eagles guy. His name escapes me, but he's a kickoff return specialist. Whoa, man! Can you say the greatest show on turf is returning? Flacco says Frank used to visit Juvenile Hall to speak to us troublemakers. It was cool. That's awesome, man. Yeah, great dude, man. Frank Corral. Love it. Suckers, I heard we brought back Kendrick because we were not getting Ramsey. I don't think he really has anything to do with that because he hardly makes anything. To get Ramsey, we're going to have to give up an asset like a draft pick or something. So I don't really think that really moves the needle. I was thinking that they were making room for his spot on the roster, but I think it's just on the back burner. I think teams are just seeing what happens. If there's a team that gets an injury or if our safeties don't look that good, then we'll make a move. Robert Clinton says, what's James Harris number 12 doing now? I know, man, James Harris. I haven't heard much about him. If you guys in the chat know anything, let me know. Stockton says, I heard Rudy got Bryce Perkins jersey doing again. Props to Bryce Perkins, my guy, winning the UFL MVP award. Let me see. Hold on. Bryce Perkins, baby. That was my guy, man. That was my guy. I told you. Man, listen, I'm not right all the time, but I'm right a lot on a lot of things. And I'm not saying that he could have did that with the Rams, but the eye test when I see a player, I'm pretty good at that, man. I would love to, be a scout and say, nah, man, I really like this guy. But it's nothing's perfect. Like you're not going to be 100%, but the guy just, we all saw it. We all saw how Bryce Perkins would escape players. You're like, he looks like he's going in slow motion. How did he get away from that guy? Some players just do, some players just have that. Hold on. I can't find it. I can't believe I can't find a better link than this. Look at this horrible link that there is with my guy Bryce Perkins. The man wins UFL MVP. Hold on. And this is the best that I could find real quick on a short notice. Hold on. I'm sorry, Bryce. Hold on. You're always my dude, man. So look at that link. That's the best picture I could find so far of him. So Bryce Perkins has been named 2025 UFL MVP. Perkins can cap off his unbelievable season with the UFL Championship as he leads the Panthers against DC Defenders this Saturday. And oh, that's right. Hold on. But they could have found a better picture than that. I wonder what anybody know what John Warford's doing? Is he a coach somewhere or something? In the chat, if you guys know. Okay, so and no wonder I hadn't heard nothing. I guess so they lost. I don't watch the UFL, so they lost. I'm sorry, Bryce. I don't watch the USL, and I just thought of it. Oh, that's right. It was Saturday. That Saturday. Hold on. So I'm sorry, Bryce, but you put up a good fight, my brother. Here we go. Add to the screen. You put up a good fight, man. So there it is. UFL Championship game by the numbers. Defenders win their near perfect game. The 2025 UFL Championship was a thriller from start to finish. In the end, Jordan Tamau and the DC Defenders took down Offensive Player of the Year and regular season MVP Bryce Perkins and the Michigan Panthers 58 to 34. So there you go. But yeah, I was like, that's right. That game was pretty recent. So my hat goes off to you though, Bryce Perkins. Appreciate you, man. You're only one guy. There we go. Hold on. Let me get back to the chat. Flacco says, we got to get Ramsey. Love it. My guy, Joe Tovar says, good evening, bro. Just got home from work. Hello, Ramley. And definitely Hello, Ramley. And definitely every Super Bowl vibes when I wake up. Yes, indeed, baby. Yes, indeed. Love it. Props to you, Joe. Thank you for coming in. VB says, I hope we keep Xavier Smith. He's great on special teams. Yeah, man. He helped us beat the Niners, which was amazing. Yeah, go, baby, go. VB says, I think he keeps his punt return job. Yeah, it's between him and the Eagle guy, but we can have both of them back there, left and right, up and down, up and back. Stockton says, Rudy, I have a bad feeling that the Falcons are going to be good this year. We need them to. Yeah, man. They have a lot of talent. They've been stockpiling for a long time. We'll see what happens. But even if they do have a good season and we have 2 number 1 picks, but we might not get to the front of the line. We're not going to get to the front of the line with the 2 late first round picks. Sagna says, I think Wolford is a backup. And okay, he said he is a backup. Okay, I wasn't sure if he was still in the league. BB says, I'm still mad at that Fisk didn't come back versus the Eagles. Yeah, man, that was tough that we lost Fisk in that game, man. He was on his way. Puna Ford might take some of the snaps this year. Also, McVay drafted another running back. I think he's still mad at Kyrene fumble. Yeah. Well, also Kyreem's in those are great takes, but Kyrene Williams is in a contract year. So so I just looked it up. Wolford is back up in Jacksonville. Okay, so he is with the league. That's what I was wondering. Wolford's on the Jag. Props to you. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Let's see. Let's get into another clip. So speaking of Jared Verse. So Jared Verse is one of the great Rams he was the defensive rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year last year, and 5-time Pro Bowler offensive tackle Teron Armstead he retired, but he's talking about Jared Verse. That boy Jared Verse, I'm cool, I'm good. I don't gotta see that man again. And talking about Jared Verse, he was on a podcast, and let me bring you that clip. The man is a monster, man. We really killed the draft, the last few drafts. Jared Verse is one of the guys, Kobe Turner, Kyron Williams, on and on and on. Byron Young, Fisk. Hold on, let me see if let me get you that video real quick of him talking about it. Here we go. There we go. Eyes on the screen. Here we go.
Okay. I ain't putting the helmet back on. Okay, give me the top 3 guys' reasons why. Okay, that you going up
All
against.
right. This is a good
that
question.
You ain't putting the helmet back on.
No lie. Okay. I'm gonna say number one. He was a rookie from the Rams. That young boy Jared Verse.
Yep.
I'm cool. I'm good. I never got to see that man again. I'm all right with. I'm okay with that. Never seeing that young man again in my life. Bull Rush different. Dog is different. You know that it's coming. You brace yourself. He's different. Jared Verse is different. He will be a defensive player of the year one of these days. Mark my words. Wow. Him. I've had enough battles with Myles Garrett, so he's on the list too. I'm cool on that. We've danced enough. I'm good. And lastly, it's between Trey Hendrickson and Max Crosby. So I have to split 3.
All right, so he's just giving Jared Verse's flowers, and it was only his first year. So I just wanted to bring that to you because it's just amazing. This guy is going to get better. The way he was chirping at the Philadelphia Eagles, and they got one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, and he did his thing, man. I want to bring this to you guys in the chat still. Let's see, hold on. I want to ask your opinion. So guys in the chat, so there was this post here, and I'm going to bring it to you. There was a post, and the post reads like this. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so the post reads like this. Best NFL nickname ever. Okay, so they got Prime Time, Broadway Joe, Honey Badger, Sweetness, Megatron, the Playmaker. They didn't put the Legatron. That was a good one. Mean Joe Green, right? Hold on. My thing just got in the way. Hold on. The Nigerian Nightmare, Beast Mode, The Fridge, and what's the other? So who would you guys say should be on that list? Glock 9, who else? Great nicknames, right? General Blade, Jim Everett. The Secretary of Defense, the first one was Deacon Jones, from our guy OJ Willie Bone would know too. But one of the great Ram nicknames is this fella right here that should be in the Hall of Fame already. Let me bring you that clip. Let's see. Where are you at? Where you at, baby? Where you at? Mm-hmm. Don't tell me you didn't load. Oh, here we go. Yes, it did. Okay, good. Almost scared me. There's a great one, Joe. That's a great one. Crazy Legs Hirsch. Yes, indeed. This man right here. Big Game Torrey Holt, right? Let me get that. Let me get a clip of you real quick clip of Torrey Holt. Let's see if it lets me override this picture here.
State.
Of attention. You see him outside of Torrey Holt. Now up the field. In the middle is Michael Boulware. Michael Boulware has been told, don't break on the ball till it's thrown. I don't believe he can be successful unless he tries to anticipate a little bit. The worst thing you can do is give him time. Torrey Holt just goes down and he's running in between the zones. Nobody lays a hand on him. He just goes flying right inside and on Babineau and boom, touchdown. Instead of 7. It's amazing to me.
And so that's big game Torrey Holt, man. He should be in the Hall of Fame already, as well as London Fletcher, as well as Steven Jackson. And Henry Eller should have been there. There's another good one. The Conductor, yes, indeed. How can I forget that? VB says Andre Bad Moon Rising. I love that one, too. Hacksaw Jack Youngblood, yes, indeed. OJ Willie Bone with the great one. Yes, indeed. So that was pretty neat there, that the nicknames. And let's see. Those were all great ones. And then here's Puka Nacua. People were saying, why does Puka have Kyrene Williams' jersey on? VB says Holt needs to be in for sure. He should have been a long time ago. Yes, indeed. VB says, OJ, Daggerson. Is it too long? Was it too soon? Here we go.
These are the girls who I always say, they're like, where are you?
You guys made it all the way here. That would have been nice if they would have gave me a clip that was longer than that. I just happened to see that he was there. But anyway, he was out there with a Puka Nacua was out there with Tyrone Williams' jersey. Maybe they lost it in the box somewhere or something, or somebody snagged it, or he gave it away. Who knows? But that's what was going on. And let's see if I have the clip of him. And so let's see. That's why he was wearing the jersey earlier. And let's see. Here we go. So here he is with the jersey. Now they had the HTA youth group at the minicamp, and here he is trying to guard one of the players for the team, for the youth group team. Check this out. Puka Nacua playing cornerback. Check this out. I don't know how good that. Let's play it again because I don't know how good that showed up on here. It came up a little choppy on here. Hold on. Here we go. So there's Puka Nacua doing some trying to play defensive back. He looked like he's spinning around. Looked like he was doing what he does to defensive backs himself. And then here's a clip of let's see, is it a clip or a picture of let's see. I couldn't tell what that was, so I just went ahead and played it. So that's them again at the HTA youth group. And so they're out there having fun. Puka and them are all having fun. They had them out there. And I'll just get that to do that again. And then, you know, some of us are just cursed to be good looking. And speaking of that, Jimmy Garoppolo, you know, he's known to have pictures with there was a thing where the Niners, when he was with the Niners, they went to a basketball game, an NBA game, and all the cheaters came over to Jimmy Garoppolo. And then I saw this picture, but then I saw them taking a picture with everybody else. So I said, "Oh, okay." And these are younger people, but I was just like, "Wait a minute, Jimmy!" They're just taking a picture, but check this out. So here's my guy Jimmy. So there's number 11. So they're all just taking a picture. So it's very it's harmless, because then here's our other guys taking a picture. So I was like, oh, because that's what brought me to mind. Not that anything was going on, but I just wanted to show that because it reminded me of that when all the cheerleaders from the NBA team ignored the other players like Kittle and all the other ones, and they went over to Jimmy Garoppolo. But there we go. So there we go. The youth group, amazing Rams youth camp. And so, but yes, indeed. Let's see. Let me get into another clip. And then there's the Rams store, soon to be at Levi Stadium after we win the Super Bowl and SoFi. But yeah, Kevin Delma posted this. The Ram fans are out there ready to buy merchandise at the pop-up shop. And you guys remember the Raider image. And so the Ram image in Los Angeles will probably take that place. But that's pretty neat. Puka Nacua is signing at Rams pop-up shop a special week in Maui. So that's really neat, man. For them to do stuff like that, that's a quick pop-up shop, really neat. And I'm sure they had this planned for a while, but that's really awesome to come out and help out in the community and in Hawaii and just have the Rams brand out there as well. And the guys are feeling good. This is my background is actually hold on. Let me get rid of this here. My background is actually the look or the what happened? Can share it? Okay, good. There we go. Where are you at? Hold on. Hold on, sorry. So the background you see behind me is actually the view that Kevin Demoff has from his, I believe that's his view. He posted this picture. Let me see if it lets me load it this time. There we go. Amazing view. Day one of NFL Rams at Maui. So there's the view that they have out there at the hotel. Look how beautiful, man. Crazy times, man. Crazy times. That's just amazing, man. Amazing. I can't say that enough. I'm just a broken record when it comes to that, because imagine you're one of the staff members or players and you guys are out there in Maui. So beautiful. Let's see. Joe says, definitely agree. T. Holt needs to be in the Hall of Fame. Definitely does. Soccer says, Kyrie better not be fumbling. Kyrie better not be on his fumbling ass this year. My fumbling shit this year. BB says, why is Puka so underrated league-wide? Well, he's actually, PFF has him graded up pretty high. A lot of it is just they don't think that they think it was that because they came out of nowhere. But a lot of it's just jealousy too. Stalker says Puka isn't underrated. Isn't underrated league wide. He's always on everyone's top 10 list and made a Pro Bowl. He's just getting started. Yeah, there's some people that don't mention him with the other ones, but Puka Nakua's an amazing player. So I understand what you're saying. Stalker says, Rudy, I wouldn't be too disappointed if we didn't sign Kyrie in long term. Would you? No, we have Blake Corum. You could always get a running back. I love Kyrie Williams though, but if he's too expensive, we can always get somebody else. Brian Smith says, thanks for the show, Rudy. Appreciate you, Brian Smith. Always, brother. Appreciate you. Joe says, Puka's going to be a great ambassador for football. The boy has amazing personality. Yeah, and he's always happy and positive. Israel Avery says, not a Rams fan, a Jags fan. Just want to know if you think you'll be better than San Francisco for the division. Israel, we have the team. Okay, let me say it this way. We have young players, and they're hungry. And we have a team that gave the Philadelphia Eagles, who won the Super Bowl, everything that they needed last year. So I believe that we're ahead of the Niners. The Niners have great talent around them, but they have a lot of holes that they had to fill. So I believe if everything goes right, if both teams play the way they can, the Rams will come out ahead. But yeah, I do believe that. But props to your Jags, man. Brian Smith says Liam Coleman will be a bust and beg McVay for another job within 3 to 4 years. Brian Smith says, Jag fans aren't welcome here. No, he's good. He's good. He's being all right. He's okay. He's okay. Israel's being okay. He's not being disrespectful. He's just kidding. He's just kidding. I thought you were kidding. I was talking Rudy movie time review time before you go. I was going to go to the movies the other day, and I signed off and everything, and I walked over. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh, man. Okay, are you okay? Do you want anything? And so we didn't go see the movie that I was going to see, so I haven't seen anything else yet. Brian Smith says that Israel, since Cohen is a copycat coach, you're almost like a Rams fan. Yeah, props to the Jaguars. I'd like to see the quarterback do good, do well. Jags. It's good when you have a lot of teams all around. Talk says Israel. You guys have Rudy's favorite player, John Wolford. I like Bryce Perkins. Bryce Perkins wasn't my favorite player, but between John Wolford, I like Bryce Perkins a lot better. Let's see. There we go. Just a quick clip of the Rams at Maui. I just grabbed these all together. Here we go. Here's the Devontae Adams and guys at Maui. I hate how they post these clips, and they're like 3 seconds long. But anyway, you see all the fans around them. Marketing Pro says, Rudy, I'm hearing a lot of buzz about Emmanuel Forbes could be a starter at corner. Emmanuel Forbes is another guy. People were saying if we don't get Jalen Ramsey, we'll lead on guys like that. What I want Jalen Ramsey for is to be the star role, like a free roaming, free safety, a veteran leadership, but he's going to cost an asset like a draft pick, and we're going to have to pay him. He's not going to come cheap. Yeah, Emmanuel Forbes, he looks to be really well in shape. He looks to be focused. And but yes, indeed, if that would be the next guys, the Land Shark, Quentin Lake, all those guys, Cam Kitchens, they're young guys though, and we'll see what happens. I like Emmanuel Forbes. We'll see what happens with that. The NFC. We need every hand on deck, man. Every hand on deck, because there's great receivers all around on the good teams. Stockton says, Marketing Pro always roast Rumble. Stockton, I don't like that comment about Rumble. I know you don't mean anything by it, but I don't like that. Robert Smith says, Rudy, what percentage would you give Ramsey being brought back? Personally, I give it a 1%. Woo, that's really low. I'll say 40%. I'll say 40%. Now maybe back 30% as of right now, just because of the Alaric Jackson stuff going on. Maybe we have to make a move to get more depth. I know we did make some moves to get some offensive line depth, but that's really scaring me with Alaric Jackson with the blood clots. But they know, like McVay said, there's some obstacles in our way right now. Recently, they want to bring him back, but there's some obstacles in our way right now. So we'll see what happens. Stockton says Emmanuel Forbes was a high draft pick, but he weighs like 80 pounds. VB says, I agree with you, Jaden, at free safety. Yep. And he'll be willing to do that. He would like to extend his career. He'd love to help anything for the Rams to win his team if he was on the Rams. Joe says, McVay's tree is on a lot of teams: Vikings, Packers, Jaguars, Falcons, and am I missing anyone? That's about all of them. McVay tree just extends throughout the whole NFL, man. It's crazy. Behave, Rumble. Behave. I'm calling you Rumble now. Behave, Stockton. Ramsey will be the next Ed Reed at safety. I would love it, man. I would love to have Jalen Ramsey back, man. He brings a swag. I just really like Jalen Ramsey, man. He should retire as a Ram. Let's see. Oh, there was a clip of Devontae Adams catching the ball, and then I think he dunked on the goalpost. Let me see if I can find it here. Is this it? This might be it. Here we go. Let me play it. I did get a chance to label this clip, but I think this is it. So eyes on the screen. Let's check it out. No, it's not it. There's a clip that I thought I got it where he caught a ball like that and then he went to the goalpost. I could have swore that I had that. Brian Smith's 30 other teams want Ramsey, 1% chance he's around. We'll see what happens, man. He's also selective of what teams he wants to go to as well. VB says, I think AD might come back for some reason. His social media has been crazy about him and Jared Verse. But we'll see, man. The one good thing is even without Aaron Donald, these guys are some beasts, boy. Stockton says Aaron Donald wants to be in the movies. That's why. I can see it. Brian Smith says, how would Donald's contract work if he came back? It would probably be a signing bonus contract 1 year. I don't know. He would be kind of expensive, right? How do you add a guy like that? I don't know, man. But right now he's focusing on life after football. But that was really refreshing to see him. And Jared Verse going at it. Let's see. Here's another clip from the HTA group. Here we go.
They don't know me, but they will now. Hey, let me alley-oop it.
Yeah. Yeah, that chain. Who else you get that? Yeah.
Oh, God, West side. They got cooked West side.
You got some equipment.
Get that chain. West side, Lady Luna.
That's pretty cool, man. Is it just me, or when you see like Tutu or Puka, like making those quick cuts, trying to guard somebody, doing something that they're not normally used to doing, that they're gonna twist something, man? Be careful. Be careful, man. Jay, I'm kind of get a little nervous. Don't tear nothing. Don't tear nothing, man. Let's see. And then here's our guy, Glock 9, doing his thing. Let's see. Hold on, I'm having earphone problems. God damn, I just pulled the whole ear plug out. Darn it. All right. Stockton, are you able to come in? I'll give you the link if you're able to come in just for a few minutes before I come off. Let's see. Joe says, Devontae was a hooper in high school. The boy can ball. I got to find that clip. I'll bring it to you next live. I thought I had it. Brian Smith, Adams can ball after he retires. Yeah. Rudy, Doctor says, Rudy, you hear about the shooting in Vegas in the front of Bellagio? It was two YouTubers fighting. Yeah, man, that was dumb. You know, they were talking smack on social media. Was it YouTube then? And the guy, you know, gave his location, and the guy came and shot him. I mean, wow. Okay, first of all, it's one thing if you're going to go fight. That's bad enough and illegal, and I don't condone that. But you're going to kill somebody, and then besides killing them, the couple, ruining their lives and their family, you ruin your life because now you're going to jail for something stupid. I mean, what are you doing? And when Jiggy says, what's your thoughts on the Bears this year? That's my team. Props to you, number one, Jiggy. I'm rooting for Caleb Williams as a USC fan. Caleb Williams was my dude. You know, the Bears, you guys are due. I'll say it that way, man. You guys are due. I love to see you guys get off the snide in the NFC, and we're looking for, you know, you guys. They're picking you guys to improve big time. So I think Caleb Williams will do his thing. You know, some guys start a little slower than others, but yeah, I think you guys will be okay. As long as you guys have Caleb Williams at that quarterback, man, as he learns, the NFL will slow down for him each game. So, unfortunately, I can't come in because there are a few people. Oh, you're good. I just wanted to see if you could. It's okay. Well, next time I'll let you know when I'm going to have you come in if you can. We are watching Dodger game. Oh, okay. Cool. No, you're good. Marketing Pro says they're all quitting. Rumble and Kruger are the only two regular streamers. Rams have more channels nowadays. Love it. And Rumble, you know, Rumbo's a Laker fan, so he doesn't particularly like when I say, the confused Niner fans from SoCal that are faithful to the Bay and then say, go Lakers, go Rams. I particularly get a big kick out of that one. Let's see. But yeah, I was just going to ask you if you had made a decision about which game you wanted to go to. The Niner game is the one that seems to be really good with the bobblehead. And also, too, Jake Ellenbogen and all those guys over there. I got to give Jesse Naylor and all them, and the NFC West crew. I gotta get them. But they're all good guys. Let's see. Here's a clip of Brian Baldinger talking about Jared Verse. That the guy's a beast. We already know that, but just an amazing clip, man. I'll just bring this to you guys real quick.
Armstead for a long time. When he speaks, I listen. He said this Jared Verse, he won't miss having to stop his bull rush. He said it's one of the top 3 bull rushes in the NFL right now as just a rookie. And he lets everybody feel his punch. He lines up everywhere. Here he is coming over the left guard right here, punches Teron Armstead, and then just bull rushes right here, right to Tua, and gets the ball out and gets him down. All right? So you watch him right now, and here he goes. He gets on the edge, watch out. He's going right through you. Like right to Tua. So, I thought it was interesting. Like just a rookie. You watch this, you start bracing for this bull rush. You start sitting on it. You start short setting him. He's got this.
Sorry about that. I'm back. Everything went haywire. Hold on. Let's try your clip again. Oh, anyway, you guys get the idea. That was Jared Verse. I was like, where'd everybody go? But yeah, Jared Verse, we already know what he does, before the clip went out. But yeah, I'm sorry, Sucker. I thought I had replied to you. I saw it, and then somebody interrupted me, and I didn't get a chance to get back to you. But yeah, that seems to be the game because I want to get that Aaron Donald bobblehead, and I would love to make fun of the 49ers after the Rams sweep them again. I'm picking the Rams to sweep them again, and I think it's going to get ugly in one of the games or both of the games because this Rams they ain't going to be able to stop this Rams offense, man. They don't got Greenlaw there to help out Fred Warner as great as he is. They got the guy Campbell, man. They're going to get toasted, and then we got Terrence Ferguson and. Man, it's listen, they're a good team. They got Robert Saleh back, like that's supposed to mean something. To give you an idea, Robert Saleh, well, the record he had, they were 4-12 the first year he got there. They went 6-10. Then they went 13-3. That one year they had a great season with him with defensive coordinator. His defense gave the lead away at 10 points in the fourth quarter, and then he left to go to the next year. They went 6-10. Am I scared about Robert Saleh being back? No. Robert Saleh is a great guy. The man's a master at running up and down the bleachers pregame. He's a good coach, defensive coordinator, but he doesn't have the same horses. And even with those horses, I gave you the records. He had one good year. The defense was still ranked this or that, but that's part of the team. They had one good year with Robert Saleh when they went 13-3. And Robert Saleh, like I said, that defense. Jimmy Garoppolo spotted Mahomes a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, and Robert Saleh's defense, Fred Warner, and Bosa and all the crew couldn't hold it. So there you go. A big deal. They got Robert Saleh. Okay, what does that mean? So what if the other guys were worse than him? Whatever. Dr. Sabrina, I thought ICE would raid your house. Man, you guys better be careful, man. I'm surprised there hasn't been no Latinos with the damn stun gun. Yeah, man, you got me. Oh, man, but it is sad, man. I don't like what's going on, man. If you're brown, if you're a brown color, and they see you in a car, you got your papers? I don't like that stuff. But yeah, this picture behind me is just a picture of the guys at Maui and Big Wit. And let me post the picture. And they're playing golf and stuff. And it's just good times to be a Ram, man, and be associated with the Rams, to be a Ram fan. But yeah, so here's the picture right there. They're playing golf and chilling and. Man, good times, man. Good times. So I imagine the opposite, though. What if they win and we're surrounded? Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I can understand that. Anything can win and win game. I understand what you're saying, but I had so much fun, man. I had so much fun at that game, and so did you. You were there. You got to rub it in on them, but I had so much fun, man, at that Niner game. Let's see. Tonight is your night, bro. Let's see. I think I have another clip I want to show you guys before all hell broke loose. These two guys, man. This is a cool clip of the two brothers on the outside. They're just like brothers too. They're brothers, but they're like brothers too. Jared Verse and Byron Young, the bookend monsters. I love the rapport. They get on each other. The NFL's got to, the NFL is got to be on lookout for these two guys. And then you got the middle Fisk and you got Fisk and Poona Ford and Kobe Turner in the middle, and then our linebacking's getting shored up. Woo! Here we go, man. And we getting our secondary shored up too, hopefully. Here we go.
What the hell? I'm trying to get you some water, bro. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Come on, bro. You don't know how to do it, bro. Yes, I do. Look at that, man. Look at that,
I get out before you. Shut up. What you gonna do? What? Let's fight right. He trying to every time he lose, he trying to find an excuse every time. Every time, bro. Just take the L, bro. Oh, that. Why you wanting to make the bet today about the sacks? I got you. Come on.
We just have blow.
That's 2 right there. That's 2. That's 2. That's 2 out of here. That's 2. I got there too. Come on. We both got that. After we both, come on now. We both got there. That's time. I give you that.
It's 3-2 right now.
Oh, now it's 3-2.
That's what it was. I got 1 the first one, and that came out. I got 2 when we went together.
I said now it's 3-2 though. You were saying I ain't had 2.
5.
That's 5. What? I'm a rush.
Blocked all of them too.
You did.
Those guys, man, I'm telling you, you can see the chemistry, man. And it's not just those guys. Colby Turner's kind of the voice of reason, you know, like the elder statesman kind of. And then Fisk is in there. And then now you got Puna Ford. Man, listen. This team here, man, it's going to be something else, man. It's going to be something else. I'm just telling you. People are taking this lightly. That's the way I like it. Okay, so let me get into this. Let's talk. Do you know if there are tickets left to be part of the NFC West Roundup group? Do you talk to Jake? Only on social media, but they did say on the last session that there's like 13 tickets left, something like that. Like I told Joe says, Rudy, do we take the Winers twice this season? I have us sweeping them again. I have us sweeping them again for the simple fact that the Rams are tired of losing to them. The Rams have a 3-game winning streak. We swept them last year, and the Rams don't want to give up the NFC West crown. And so, but also too, the Rams are better than they were last year, and the Niners are not. So I picked us to sweep them last year, and people are like, man, get out of here. No, we didn't even particularly play. We didn't have Puka Nacua or Cooper Kupp in the first game. Came back and beat them. It was a rainy, soggy day at Levi Stadium, and we didn't even score a touchdown. We didn't even need a touchdown to beat them. That game and the game ball goes to party like it's 1999. So Cardi like it's 1999, beat them without even scoring a touchdown. So yes, indeed, I think we're going to sweep them. If we split with them, okay, but I think that we're gonna sweep them again. I like how Verse brings an edge to our defense. Yeah, man, and these guys are like brothers. And he was kind of checking Byron Young because Byron Young tried to like be a nice guy, give him some water. He's like, "What are you doing, man?" Because he's a nice guy, that's his bud, but he's like, no, I get my own water. So this is a nasty streak edge. I know exactly what you mean. He's a dog, man, and he talks about it, man. He talks about it. He went over to listen. You have to be a dog, a monster, an alpha male to tell Aaron Donald that that you can work out like him or work out better than him. He found out it's something else, but that was a great, and I'm sure they had some conversations. I'm sure they had some conversations of what we expect here in Los Angeles. And, hey, Aaron Donald, your family's not around. Do you think you might come back and we need you? I really haven't thought about that, man. I'm off of football right now, but if we can win the Super Bowl at Levi Stadium, man, I could do this again. Oops, I'm doing the middle finger. I could do this again. Hold on, guys. Hold on. My lady's calling me. Hold on. All right, let me make sure. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Yay. All right. Yeah, I muted it. So my grandbaby's gonna come. They're on their way. One of my grandbabies wants to know, can I grab my grandbaby from the car because she's tired, I guess. So they're not here yet. But yeah, this team is gonna be something else, man. I'm a Ram fan. I love the Rams, of course. We all know that. But if they do things they're not supposed to, or I'm not sure how good a chance they have, I'll tell you. But and I don't just do blind faith. This team, it has a chance to be special, and I'm looking forward to it. But all right, guys, I appreciate you guys coming in. I'm gonna log off now so I can get ready. Doctor says, Rudy, you got a call to do your chores. But yeah, I appreciate you when you guys, love you when you guys. Remember, again, Wednesday and Sunday, 7:05, and then we'll probably add Monday to the mix too, and then that's going to be the exact Sunday fun day, and Wednesday 7:05. Those are the permanent days, and then we'll add Monday as we get closer, or special Mondays. Monday night Romelia, Monday night Nitro. And we'll add those later. But right now, Sunday and Wednesday, 7:05 p.m. sharp. Just always remember that. Have you guys come in, and we'll do raffles. We'll do call-ins. We'll do a lot of fun stuff, talking about the Rams and all kinds of stuff. So NFC and all that stuff. Bryce Smith, why do some users fans come to Rams boards looking for reassurance? They know they ain't going to get the feedback they're fishing for. Well, it's okay, because everyone has their own questions. Some people, they work a lot, or they don't get their information. So that's okay. But I've just, I live and breathe this team. And when we had Jeff Fisher, man, I was going nuts, because I like him on the defense. But to me, we draft a guy like Jared Verse, and you don't even bring in a guy to be a quarterback coach. We wasted a year of his career. And just, Steven Jackson was there. Sam Bradford, never got him a front line receiver when the woman who shall be nameless was the owner. Stuff like that drives me nuts. Soccer says, what's crazy? The Niners have better odds. Yeah, it's because they are buying into the Niners and Kyle Shanahan, because they went to 3 straight NFC Championship games, something like that, and but it's okay. They had them last year picked to win the Super Bowl again, and what happened? They were 6-11. Soccer says, you going to move? No, I'm not going to movies tonight. We got my baby's got to watch the grandbabies today, so my lady's got to watch grandbabies. Bryce says, Niner fans, got you. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, good. Niner fans fishing on your boards, not users. Oh, good. Appreciate you. Yeah, they don't like that I go on Grant Cohn, and me and him have a good time making fun of the Niners. He's a Niner content creator, but he used to be a Niner fan, but he now just covers the Niners, and we go on there, and he loves when we go back and forth and just making fun of the Niners, and so I have a good time with that. But it's just a sport, we just have fun. I love it. It's a Ram fan's birthright to make fun of the Niners, and that's what I live by. And so that it's just fun to me. It's just fun to be able to do that. Talking says, find out if there are tickets left for the roundtable, Rudy, so we can get to them. According to Jake on the last Jake and Jesse on the last episode, there was 13 tickets left, but I'll let you know. Bryce Smith, Cohen is hard on the Niners, as he should be. Yes, indeed, baby. All right, guys, I appreciate each one of you guys. Love each one of you guys. We'll see you guys soon. We'll see you guys on Sunday night, 7:05. I'll talk to you guys soon. As we always say, may the Romelia be with you. And Ramulators, mount up. Take care, guys. Appreciate you guys.